Yo, what's up guys? Today we're going to be talking about the MP5 in Global Anarchy, and I think this might be one of the best or the best starter weapons in the game if you're low level and you don't have a lot of things unlocked. This is honestly a really good option. I drop a 13 KD here. It's very capable, very powerful. So I'll be talking about it today, as well as just like tips for using it. With my MP5, I'm running a silencer or suppressor. It takes away the flash when you shoot the bullet, so it makes it easier to see. And then I'm also using sleight of hand because I think being able to reload quicker is really useful. This gun has 30 bullets, so it reloads a bit slower. For perks, I'm running hardline, but marathon is also good. I personally run hardline because I like being able to get up my UAVs and advance UAVs really fast, because with the MP5 you're going to be like running around and like hunting down people, so that information is really useful. For my second perk, I use Juggernaut. Just helps me stay alive. Good perk. You could also go stopping power here. You can't go wrong with either of those. And then for my third perk, right now I'm using quick draw, but I'm going to use fast recovery when I unlock it because I just prestiged, so I have to level back up. Now, I just have 3 key tips about using the MP5 that I think are pretty helpful, and let's go ahead and get into it. So the first tip is to stay close to medium range. The SMGs in this game, for the most part, are terrible, like longer medium to like long range. So I would recommend definitely stay short range, or if you're taking a medium range gunfight, then like be aware that your damage is going to be dropping off a lot. And especially if your opponent's using an assault rifle, it just might be GG. So I'd recommend not being afraid to like just run away. Like if you're out in the open and you're having a gunfight with someone and they're pretty far away and you're losing it, just like run away, heal, and then by the time you reposition, like you'll be full health and you can get more kills. So my second tip is also to use your movement to your advantage. I mean, if you watch my gameplay, you'll see that I'm a big fan of that. I'm like constantly sliding and jumping and like going prone. And the reason why I do this is because it makes it harder for your enemies to kill you. It's harder to track you. And if you're like standing still or walking in a straight line when you're shooting, then you're making your opponent's job really easy to do. And ideally, our goal is to make it as hard as possible for our opponents to kill us. That helps us stay alive and get more kills. And if you pay attention here, I think you can see that like my movement helps me stay alive in scenarios where I probably would have died in, or it helps me get more kills than I probably would have. One specific type of movement I recommend learning is like jumping around corners and then aiming down sights while you're doing that. And so by the time your opponent sees you, you're already like flying in the air and you're aimed down sights. It's really overpowered. I'll probably like just like play an example here, because you are already ready because you're aimed down sights. All you have to do is click mouse 1 whenever you see them, but from their point of view, they're not expecting anything. So it genuinely is like a 90% success rate on gunfights. Highly recommend you use that. Now for the third tip is going to be really simple. It's just use your flashbangs. I mean, you get 2 of them for free at the beginning of every life. They take like a third of a second to throw. And at the beginning, when you spawn in, you usually have to run for a few seconds to find someone anyways. So what I usually do is I'll spawn in and I'll throw 1, maybe 2. And if I'm throwing 2, I'm throwing them at 2 different places. 2 really huge benefits of using the flashbangs, okay? The first one is obviously that it'll flash your enemies, and it's pretty much a free kill 95% of the time because the flashes are really strong in this game. But secondly, more importantly in my opinion, it gives you information, because sometimes I'll want to run somewhere because I think enemies might be there. But if I throw a flash and there's no hit marker, it doesn't flash anyone, I'm just going to turn around and go the other way because I'm trying to spend as much time as possible like finding enemies. So it's really useful information. Or if I throw a flash and it does get a hit marker and it does flash someone, then I know, okay, I need to be ready going around this corner because there's going to be people, maybe multiple. So you get them for free. There's no reason not to use them. And I mean, you have to run for a few seconds every time you spawn in anyways. So I would recommend implementing those. Those definitely help me a ton. But anyways, as you can see here, I guess back to the gameplay. The MP5 is pretty insane if you are a lower level or you're starting out, or even if you're a higher level. I recommend putting on some different attachments, trying it out, and let me know if you've been using the MP5. Here I drop 39 kills, 3 deaths. I go on a 31 kill streak in this game, which is actually really funny. I didn't mention that before. But anyways, if y'all like the content, want to see more, make sure to comment, let me know. I try to make like good global anarchy content because there's not much on YouTube right now, and seeing you guys comment and support is really helpful. So yeah, see y'all next video. Peace out.